Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Andy Customs here. Welcome back to episode 3 of my Zmodeler tutorial series. This one isn't particularly on the lighting setup, so this isn't on like non-ELS and stuff. This is more about the components of the vehicle. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a how to install a Rambar with a collision and make it an extra. When I say collision, I mean acts as a Rambar, so it doesn't just like when you pit someone, it doesn't just go through the Rambar. It actually uses the Rambar as a pitting device, if you know what I mean. So before this video starts, as always, make sure you come to my Discord server if you need any help, and leave it in the comments in the section. Oh my god, leave it in the comment section below if you need any other help. So I have BX Bugs' 2014 Charger here. I want to put a Rambar on it with wraparounds. So there are plenty of places you can go to get wraparounds and stuff, and like Rambars and stuff, but I recommend Mod Inform most of all. So when you come here, you go to Forms, and then once you click on Forms, you want to go to Development Resources. Now in here, you'll see a load of different development resources. You'll see here Fart Knocker, also known as Carper. There is a lot of different Rambars here for different vehicles. So I can have a Western Pursuit Pit Rambar or a 14 Go Rhino. So I'm going to go for the Go Rhino, because I feel like having a Go Rhino. So I'm going to download it. But on this website, you have all different Rambars. You have Tahoes, Chargers, CVPIs. You have hubcaps. You have a lot of stuff in here. I really recommend it. So once you've done that, just put it in your folder with everything else. Now in Zmodeler, we are going to merge it in, just like how we do with everything else. There we go. Now, if you downloaded the same one as me, you'll be greeted in the merge file here. You'll be greeted with the Rambar upper or lower. I'm just going to do all so I can choose whether I want to have the upper or lower. Now, as you can see, this car's already set up for this Rambar, so I don't need to do anything to it. But if you was to edit it, you would go into your quad R here, and you would move it around how you'd move anything else around. So, on the front view, Y-axis is up and down. On the front view, X-axis is left and right. And then also Z-axis is back and forth. That's only on the front view though. You need to know your axes in different views. And also you have the scaling stuff. You have all of that. But my one fits perfectly on the car already, which is great. So what we're going to do is I want to make it so... See, I have two different wrap options here. I want it to be the whole wraparound that I can put on instead of both of them. So I'm going to attach the two wraps together. The upper and the lower. There we go, so we have just the Rambar and the wraparound here. Now, what we want to do is we want to use this thing called the box tool up here. And you want to use the box tool. You want to make a box around your Rambar. This is what the collision is used for. This is how you make a collision. So you want to make a box around the Rambar, about that size. And there you go. So you'll see in your other windows that you have a little box here. You want to move it around, try to get it in front of the Rambar. You want to get it as on point as you possibly can, because it's a bit deceiving, it's a bit different in game. So about there will be good. I'm going to go into vertex mode. Going to get quad R on. I'm going to just make it a bit more realistic. There we go. So now we have my collision for my Rambar. So if I wanted to make my Rambar, let's say extra_1 and my wraps extra_2, we would name it that. And then how we would do in like non-ELS lighting, we would have to go here to display, and then we'd have to set it to its local axes like that. We're going to make a copy of them. We're going to make them copies into a dummy, and then we're going to drag them in. There we go. So now, because this collision here was for extra_1, we're going to name it extra_1, and then brackets COL closing brackets. Now once you've done that, you want to go up here to your LOD stuff here. You want to make sure you have only collision selected. You want to click on your extra_1 collision and just click convert to compound. If you've done it right, it should say here extra_1 COL, and then down here it will say COL. Once you've done that, you've done the collision for the Rambar. You just want to throw it inside of your extra_1 like that. Now we're going to do the wraparounds collision. So the wraparounds is a bit more advanced because it wraps around. So I recommend going into top view for this and just making one big box, making that box about the right size for the wrap, See, when you're making collisions, you need to look in all your windows because you need to see where this box is being made. So here I'm going to go into vertex mode, select quad R, move this down a little bit. There we go. Move this over a little bit. There we go. Right. So that was just one side of it. We haven't even finished it yet. We need to move this over here a bit more. So how the vertex tool works, it takes one corner of the polygon, if you know what I mean, and it kind of moves it around. I can't explain it very well, but just by watching it you should understand it a bit. So yeah, let's move this down a bit more. It is a bit of a fiddle, you need to fiddle around with it quite a bit. I'm just going to try and make it as perfect as possible. Now we'll put the other one there because we don't need it to have a collision on this bit here because obviously the Rambar's there. Alright, so now we've done that, we want to do the same for the other side. What I recommend is making a copy of that box and then turn pivot off and then select one of them copies using quad R. And when pivot's off, I recommend rotating it 180 degrees. Oh no, sorry, 90 degrees, sorry, not 180. Wait, and then 90 again. Yeah, I'm not good with axis stuff. And then 90 again. And then you want to go into your front view, and I recommend flipping this 180. And then 90 again, I think. I'm not very good with axes, guys, I'm sorry. So yeah, I need to do that 90 one more time. There we go, now we're going to move it over a little bit. That's good. And we need to move it down just a bit. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to attach these two boxes. And then we're going to name this, you guessed it, extra underscore 2 COL for collision. Make sure you have the brackets around it. That is very, very important. And then once again, you want to just convert to compound as a collision. And then throw it in, throw it in the name, the extra name, if you know what I mean, like that. So if you followed exactly how I'm doing it, you should have extra 2 COL and extra 2, and then you should have extra 1 COL and extra 1. Now we want to select just the mesh, no dummy, no collisions or anything, so make sure you have all the dummies unticked. And you just want to LOD it. I'm just going to do it up to LO3. About there, yep. So you want to convert to compound, very simple. I'm not going to go over how to convert to compound, because you know, most people know how to do it. And if you don't know how to convert to compound, why are you watching this tutorial? Alright, so we're going to convert to compound. There we go. Now you are essentially done. Now what you want to do really is just throw that in here. And then yeah, you're pretty much done really. So let's go show all L0. So what I want to do, just to be on the safe side, I want to make sure that all of the base values have been deleted so I get no crash. I'm going to go over fully in a future video of what the base values and stuff are and why you should delete them. So yeah. And then I'm going to turn isolated off, properties. And then properties. Alright, perfect. So I'm just going to export this car real quick. I'm going to cut to in-game about from now. So yeah, I'm going to cut to in-game. But before I cut into game, actually, I'm going to export it. And I'm just cutting out the boring stuff because I'm just going to be putting in the texture files. So that's what I'm going to be doing, so I don't feel like you're missing out on anything. Alright guys, so we are now in game. So as you'll notice, I don't have my Rambar on. That's because I have both the extras off. So if you put extra 1 on, and repair the vehicle, because it's a collision, so you need to repair the vehicle every time you have a collision or something. I'm going to go and hit this truck here with my Rambar. Or this car here. One of you stop, come on. So to prove the Rambar collision works, there you go. It's not entirely accurate, because I didn't make it very accurate. I tried to make it accurate, but it does take a little bit of time to get it perfectly accurate. So as you can see, that works. And to prove that it works without the collision, so I'm going to start spinning my tyres into him, remove the collision, and as you can see, it's not there anymore because I've turned it off. Now let's try the wraparounds. As you can see, the wraparounds also work. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about this, if you need any help with it, post it in the comments below, or join my Discord server and ask the Zmodeler help channel. So yeah guys, I'm McGinley Customs, and thank you for watching this video. Leave a like rating and subscribe if you're new. Peace out.